Hello everyone, I am the Dave, and welcome back to Persona 3 Reload. Last time we left off, we hung out with Kenji and beat up a cheese grater Dark Souls boss thing. I don't remember what it was called, I wasn't even paying attention. And today, we will move forward in Le Calendar to... well, nothing in particular, apparently. Huh. Alright, so Sunday night, it's Saturday night from... no, it's Sunday morning, actually. Well, whatever. So, apparently, these videos, this series, are getting consistently decent views for me, i.e. 4. And, yeah. Thank you for watching. How are you liking the videos? Like, the fact that it's fairly consistent is certainly a nice thing to see. I'd ask what you would want more of, be it, I don't really know what I could do with this, because, I don't know. I can't really improve my commentary very much because I've never been good at it. And things like Tartarus, I'm putting up notifications as to where to skip to. I can't increase the amount of school days, and to edit this would be, or to edit this too heavily, would be antithetical to this entire operation, for lack of a better word, project. Because, I want to show as much of this as possible. Yeah, grinding, not so much. Like, you're gonna miss out on a little bit of the little extra dialogue that they added in, but for the most part, Tartarus is Tartarus, and I'm showing enough of it, I think. So, yeah. We can hear people talking.
Good morning.
That's called schizophrenia. Good morning. I always feel super sleepy waking up on Mondays. And there's another special morning assembly today. And there's another special morning assembly today. Didn't we just have one last week?
By the way,
Yep. Remember how Kirijo-senpai gave that great speech last week? Apparently that got the principal really fired up, and now he wants to make a follow-up speech.
excuse me?
A cat left the room. I'm gonna shut my door. Hang on. Get the office all to myself. Seriously? The heck? Why do I have to suffer just because he wants to stroke his ego? First bell is wrong. Well, I guess we did just sit down. Holy crap.
First, our principal has some words he'd like to share with you. Please give him a warm welcome.
Our principal. Well, what's his name? Principal... Kuso-sensei? I don't know. Kusobucho.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What's the deal with the assembly? Do you think it's about the recent incidents?
Maybe.
Beats me. He shouldn't even know about the shadows or anything.
Unless he has the potential to be a great president. President? Well, that's Bucho. What is the term for principal?
I just hope this doesn't take too long.
That's what everybody says when they click on one of my videos.
He's not exactly known for his brevity.
Neither am I. So his name is now Principal Dave.
Today, I'd like to tell you about my vision for this school year. As you
Okay.
are aware, strange incidents have been reported on the news lately.
Yes. The way his eyes look through his glasses kind of gives... I don't know why. First thing I thought of was Cuphead.
It is my
Which I've never
belief
played.
that none of you are involved. However,
You assume
the
much.
challenges of high school life are many, and overcoming this will require constant effort. You must dig down deep inside, but don't worry so much that you lose touch with reality. As they say, everything in moderation.
Which is why I don't keep alcohol in the house.
This is the key to reaping all the rewards that school has to offer.
This sounds eerily familiar. The principal continues with his speech.
Wait a minute. Doesn't this remind you of Kirijo-senpai's speech?
Yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah, more or less.
Yeah, you're right. I guess he doesn't want to be outdone by a teenager? Can't really blame him, but still.
This man can't come up with his own ideas. That's why Toriumi's weird and Mitsuru's running this joint.
I'm sorry, but I'll need some of your time after school. I have a special request for you.
Girl, you're getting a whole lot of my time. You're asking a lot. Special request?
I apologize if I'm being abrupt, but I couldn't think of a better person to ask.
Your pool of influence is pretty shallow then.
I'll tell you more about it after school. Until then.
Yep. I couldn't walk around. I was about to point at the map on the wall and just go, America!
Let's begin.
Whoa! Ms. Miyahara. Hara. I know Haru is rabbit. And with that buck tooth, maybe there's a correlation? I don't know though. Alright, let's review quadratic functions. Y'all remember those, don't you? Sometimes the graph will be a parabola or sometimes a hyperbola. Well, they're certainly beautiful curves, but they can't measure up to a parabolic and hyperbolic spirals. These are algebraic spirals. Look, aren't they magnificent?
So, after that,
What in the hell? I'm not a literary studies major. I'm grammar and composition. Not so much speechcraft. Which of the following is not an algebraic spiral?
what?
Hold up, Alabama, am I supposed to know something like that? My thoughts exactly. And Otto, do you know which one's not an algebraic spiral or whatever? C and D both have somewhat inconsistent spirals. But B is the only one that's completely uniform. Because A starts small and swings out big. C starts out big and collects. D starts out a little spacious and then rapidly expands. B, it's the same all the way around. There doesn't appear to be an equation. Y is X and X is Y and it's all zero. I'm smart!
Oh, too bad.
You bitch! Or you rabbit! This is a logarithmic spiral. When the golden ratio is the growth factor, it's called a golden spiral. Just as the name implies, you can graph an algebraic spiral using an algebraic equation. B is the Archimedean spiral, C is the parabolic spiral, and D is a litus. I'll freaking kick your anus in a minute. However, A, the logarithmic spiral, is not considered an algebraic spiral. I don't even know what any of this means. It's a common spiral found in nature, such as on nautilus shells and sunflower seeds. No matter how far you scale in or out, the shape remains roughly the same. This is called self-similarity. I'll show you self-similarity. Look at B. That's just nothing but similarity.
Isn't that...
Huh? Actually, doesn't it kind of look like Tartarus? Who the heck even made that place? I gave him the wrong answer. Well, ain't I a frickin' smart cookie? I'm the whole biscuit.
Sorry to keep you waiting. To make
I didn't have to wait very long at all. I got an SSD.
Student council.
I'm not so sure.
We meet regularly, but I don't expect you to participate every time. Just come to the student council room when you can.
Why me?
Because of your ability to lead.
Lady, I can barely lead myself out the front door without getting lost, and I actually know this school.
Being president is very time-consuming. I'd like to have an ally to support me in the event of an emergency. An ally, meaning someone who understands my situation. You know what it means.
I don't know your situation. Well, I do, but logically speaking, I don't know your situation. You're this stoic beacon of gorgeousity who keeps very tight-lipped about everything and is on a need-to-know basis. And I need to know what your situation is so I can understand your situation, so I can tell you what the situation is. I'm on the Jersey Shore. All right, I'll do it.
Excellent. I knew I could count on you.
Lord, now I have like a ethical principle to follow.
Student council membership on your behalf.
Oh, so I didn't have a choice.
But you'll have to go to the faculty office on your own to sign everything.
We're gonna start calling you the G woman, giving me the illusion of choice. Seems like I have an order to join the student council. I have to go find Ms. Toriumi and tell her, I think Mitsu's falling off the deep end. She's been getting into that, bucket.
I'm sorry for making arrangements without your permission, but I hope you understand the position I'm in.
Nope.
Once you're ready, come to the student council room. I'll be waiting for you there.
We're gonna be waiting a long time. I'm about to take a fat doom. Seems I can join the student council if I submit some paperwork at the faculty office. I should head to the faculty office when I have some free time. Okay. So we have Kaz over there. There are some seriously hot chicks at this school, which is great, but it also makes it harder to approach them. If there's a girl you want to date, you gotta be smart about how you talk to her. Huh. Smart! Yeah. Fade out the way. Let me get some of that. Oh my lord. Dave, don't make me. America. Okay, I did it. What's up, Junpei? Are you the forgetful type? Yeah. And better remember to stock up. What part of forgetful do you not understand? Especially from Officer Kurosawa. I heard that from Sonata. If you want to go on a school day, then go right after classes are over. Yeah, I know. We're pretty well stocked up. In fact, we're so stocked up, we're like 15 grand shorter. Oh, I heard you joined the track team. They said you showed a lot of promise. I'm on the archery team, but let's both do our best, okay? You miss in combat. I don't even think you're the best at archery, Yukari. But then again, I'm like 5'5", so I can't talk. That has nothing to do with archery ability. I just thought I'd point that out. 5'5", still taller than she is. Boo! I heard that student who dropped out stays at home all the time now. If she at least kept her name in the school roster, she might have been able to graduate. But if she's quitting now, it probably means she had problems during her first year too, right? And hey, it's her life. It's not like it's any of my business. And yet here you are, yapping about it in the chicken coop. Alright. Let's check the rooftop. Like, there's more than one reason to explore in this now. Not just for new conversations, of which there is a wealth of new conversations in this remake, but also the Twilight fragments, which sometimes they end the same. Alright, we'll cycle back around. I think this goes down to the hallway, or the entranceway, the foyer, the okay, obey, and there's Jack and or nothing. Take poop! I can feel my mind starting to wander. Can't think of anything in particular. Well, how about we go to the faculty office, which we do need to do. Any of you play Radiata Stories? Radiata Stories was another really extensive JRPG on the PS2, which I didn't play, and I don't technically own. It's my cousin's copy that I borrowed like 18 years ago, terrifyingly, and never gave back. But they also came with a strategy guide. If you ever do play it, and in many ways I recommend you do, make sure you get the Brady Games guide. Otherwise, you ain't going anywhere. There's like 120 characters in that game, all of which you can recruit to your party.
What can I do for you?
A lot of things. Zip. Anyway, but there's like 120 characters, all of which you can recruit, and each one of them requires a series of like 50,000 steps in order to get friendly enough with you to where you can recruit them. And you can kick everything. Like you just walk up to beds, trash cans, signposts, just start kicking stuff and you get items. It's insane. It's a Tri-Ace game who went on, they went on to make Resonance of Fate or End of Eternity, if you like cooler titles. But what I was actually originally getting at is, in the opening of the game, you can attempt to go into the woman's restroom, and this girl comes up and she's like, "Hey, what are you doing, you pervert?" And then the main character, Jack, is just, I forget what he says, and then some dude just comes walking out of the ladies' room, and Jack's like, "Hey, what about that guy?" And the girl goes, "I'm about to find out." I don't remember ever finding out what that story is. Who knows? But hey, that's one thing. So you can't do that in this game. Kind of a shame. About student council.
Ah, yes. Kirito-san filled me in. All we need is your signature, so read through this and sign here.
Is this like Bethesda games where you can change my name? Or not?
You can leave the rest to me. Good luck in student council.
I'll need it, even though I'm probably only gonna show up once a month. Alright. So we gonna hike our thin butt up these stairs. Is it gonna immediately kick us back to okay, is that open now? Hang on. I'm gonna go. Wait, she's not gonna be in 2F, is she? Is it gonna? It doesn't render everybody. Junpei's not by the door. That's a different cell. But she's taking a nap. Okay, so let's go to student council. Figured I'd just check. It's a student council room. I got permission to join the student council. Maybe I should introduce myself. Let's see. I'm going to very quickly make a couple runs around to see if I can find Twilight fragments. Hopefully I'll remember to edit this out. Or I'll just talk to this guy. The station plaza has a modern design and space for many different stores. Please abide by the station rules and refrain from littering. I'm the one who has to clean it up. Understaff, over deliver. And if you work in restaurants and other customer service industries, that's how you make a lot of money and get a lot of raises and promotions. Under promise, over deliver, because they're understaffed. Always. Of course, my current job is doing all right. It's like, we're not understaffed. We're not, like, packed to the brim. And it's going to be any amount of time before, we start getting drop-offs and other stuff. Like, it happens every time. You know, periods of ups and downs. I was hired because the shift manager at the time quit. And even though I basically have next to no idea what I'm doing at the end of the day, especially when it comes to managing people, because I've always flown solo. Even then, I'm better than the old manager, apparently, and that's impressive. Sturdy-looking sand castle. It's not the word I would use for it. There's even a tunnel running through it. The kid who built this must be very skilled. I mean, it's more of a sand igloo. Some visitors left Inari sushi as an offering. Should I pray the shrine? Yes. I sense something. Yep. I see you're back. Well then, go on and pick which card you'd like to duplicate. let's go and do that. Sudi. I don't even really know what that is. But I'm going to guess that it's just a method of... Well, I think I've said this before, but I think that's just a method of making sure you can use a skill in battle that you don't have. So that's nifty trousers. Oh, that's new. I love the outdoors. Breathing the fresh air, walking around on foot. It's healthy. You can even get up late to eat at the cafe or the burger place. I love coming here, even if it means skipping work. Is there a camera pointed out at you or something? That seems like way too, Wow, okay, I didn't mean to go that way. I got the rotation point of a barn here. Turning radius, that's the word phrasing I was looking for. Alright, we will go right into the ass end of a skilled reporter. Let's go to the station. I smell Twilight fragments. Actually, talking of Twilight, loosely related. Yo, Aristotle! I was about to head home, but I don't really feel up to walking. Hey, don't get the wrong idea. I'm not gonna go looking for an online bicycle, alright? Hey, you said it, not me. But, I was watching, season... I think it's technically season 3 of... Oh, that is the station. Season 3 question mark of Spy Family. And is it just me, or was the otherwise excellent little show, or at least the first 2 seasons, however you want to slice it, of Spy Family, really good? And then the 3rd season is really freaking dry? There's something seriously off about the 3rd season. Like, it seems way too much like vignettes, or like way too slice of life. Spy Family is by nature kind of a slice of life show, but it's all grounded in its core themes and narrative. And then this 3rd season is just like, we're gonna compete for the last pastry. Alright. The characters are not as well written. The scenarios are not as interesting. And, yeah, best episode I've seen of the 3rd season is the one that focused on Yor's brother. But that's just because you didn't really have an episode like that in the first 2. And that was just a half episode, so... Anyway, so I'm probably not going to be finishing that despite really liking the show otherwise. So, yeah, disappointing little season there. I mean, I'm just bored. Like, that's the stupid thing. I was never bored of Spy Family, but I'm watching this and I'm just going, oh, please be over. And that's a terrible sign, especially when it's a show that good. Anyway, introduce myself. Hi, I'm the most boring man in the universe. What's your name?
This is who I've been talking to you about. He'll be joining us in student council starting today.
Alright.
Ah, so he's the one.
I'm the one here in this room, shining, long-fronted, blue hair in the face.
I'm Chihiro Fushimi, the treasurer.
Wait, hang on, what are you? Disciplinary. And you're Chihiro!
I'm a first year, and, I'm still learning the ropes, so please be patient with me.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm first year learning the ropes at my place too. Don't feel bad, Chihiro. We all gotta start somewhere. And you're the one I think I was confusing. Like 2016 when I did my Fatal Frame 2 playthrough. I think you're the one whose name I was confusing for Chitose. Or a very similar name. You know the little bell ghost, the one with the red kimono? Wow, whatever. Nice to meet you.
You must be quite talented to be handpicked by the president herself.
It's less talent and more just stumbling butt first into... Well... I just woke up and the world was fucked up, and I said, hey, I gotta change this bitch.
I look forward to working with you.
Well, you're the only one. I think I made a good impression on Odagiri. I joined the student council and got to know the members. I hope I get along with everyone here. Oh no! Friendship!
I am thou. Thou
Now untie me before I choke.
Thou shalt have our blessing when thou choosest to create a persona of the Emperor Arcana.
Hot diggity. I think we have an Emperor persona. Ranku. Alright.
It's getting late. Introductions will be enough for today.
Good, because I didn't feel like doing administrative work anyway.
From now on, you have my permission to enter the student council room whenever you wish.
Well, now that I have your permission, I'll just draw dicks on the chalkboard and walk home.
Your time is your own after school, but try to remember the student council every now and then.
Say that again, I wasn't listening.
We meet on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, but we don't meet on days before tests.
Or the other days, apparently.
Thanks for coming today.
Oh, yeah. You know, I'm always coming somewhere. I parted ways with the student council members and went back to the derb. Aha. That's why we do exploration before doing any obligation.
Welcome back.
What's up? Alright, I heard you might be joining the student council. Well, not so much might, so much as I was already had my name signed by someone else. I think Mitsuru can forge documents and not face legal repercussions because she's a pretty redhead with a lot of money. Regis Empire, you sure you want to let a slacker like this guy join? I'm not forcing him, but if you're concerned about his work ethic, would you rather join yourself? I'll pass, but thanks for the offer. Ooh, we get to talk. Student council, huh? As exciting as that sounds, I think I'll pass. Who's the slacker, Junpei?
That reminds me.
So I heard Mitsuru asked you to join student council. Sorry if it feels like you're being forced to, but I'm sure she could really use your help. Well, anyway, it's ultimately up to you, so give it some thought. I've already joined! Why is everybody blonde all of a sudden? As president of the student council, I'm really quite busy. In fact, it's quite rare that I have any time to rest.
Appreciate it.
But I won't require your help constantly, so, stop by the student council room when you had time. I'll look forward to your contributions. Well, I'm in it to win it, and in order to win it, I need to rank up this crap. And this... yep, I do. In fact, that's my Bufu guy. There's also my don't get hit by electricity guy. So, yeah, the die is cast. Thematic. I don't think I really have time for student council. Well, you have time to look at your phone. I'm busy enough with archery, studying, and fighting shadows. It's already kind of a lot. And I mean, Kirijo-senpai is just... Actually, it's nothing. Never mind. What you read? Oh yes, my favorite website. White screen on a... What is that? Portrait aspect ratio? Something like that. Alright, nobody wants to go to Tartarus, and I think we're pretty good. I would like to... I would like to have stuff... Okay, that circle, I think, does indicate a major event. These are midterms, so we're going to lose that entire week. So I want to be at least level 15 by the 9th, I think. I think it's a pretty healthy place to be. Yeah. Okay. So there's our goal, at least level 15 by the 19th. But we can put in some holla holla get dollars and get ourselves some academics up. Now we're going to pay for this. Now, in the original, as I said in part 1, I was going to be saying that a lot, around... I don't think it's time, but I think there's an apathy syndrome girl who starts taking a snoozy around that point. And we'll do a very brief sort of look-see round here just in case Twilight Fragment spawned in. Nope. Alright. See, oh. It's not apathy syndrome, that's just autism. I sense an air of maturity coming through, slightly ajar. You have to have courage to enter Escapade? Well, bloody nuts. Pheromone coffee, an alluring flavor that will turn on your charm. Okay, you can pick up a part-time here on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday nights. Ah, alright. Get free pheromone coffee while on your breaks. Part-time wage starts at 25 bloody dollar. Working here might help improve my charm and courage. Huh. Okay. I'm thinking ahead here. As far as academics go, I think academics help you on your on like your tests. It like boosts your like base level scores, and then with these having to answer the questions that you're previously answered in class. But that also leaves the other days that it's open. Hang on. Part-time. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That leaves a bunch of days to do other stuff and study. Plus, we get... Yeah. We'll work part-time. Get a little boost here. See, okay. I think this is the place he works at the movies, and I believe it's the third movie, because there's 4 Blu-ray movies. There's like an anime movie adaptation, and it's a 3-part movie series. I own them all, because of course I do. And in the third one, he's seen working with more or less that apron and everything. So, I don't remember this being something in the original. I think you couldn't do part-time work in the original. So this is actually new, as far as I recall. Gonna give her a dopio. I cleaned up efficiently and received compliments from other staff members. I dealt with housewives complaining that the pheromone coffee had no effect. Well, I think there's a such thing as a lost cause. Here's your paycheck for today. Try to use it wisely. Oh, I will. I'll buy weapons. After dealing with difficult customers, I feel like my charm and courage have increased. This, it probably doesn't increase as much. Like, if I had to guess, it's probably a low tier increase, which... It's like you get money for it, but not as much of the other stuff. That's probably what that trade is. But at least you're getting something. And it's a little subtle life lesson that sticking your neck out and doing work and stuff is a good way to make basic improvements to yourself, especially if you try. Which I'm trying to do in real life. Good morning. Have you gotten acclimated to our school yet? Sure have. A bunch of wackos, which, you know... You know, school changes, but the idiots stay the same. I see. Your ability to adapt to a new environment is impressive. By the way, if you ever need me for anything, most times you can find me in the lounge. However, I won't be present if there's business I must attend to. If I'm not at the dorm at night, then you'll have to put off any exploration for another day. I hope you understand. Oh, I do. Or, you know, we could all just walk to school. Well... How do we get to the school during the dark hour? It's a long way from the dorm to the school, and the only working vehicle is Mitsuru's motorcycle, so unless we're doing a Cirque du Soleil act all the way down the street and dodging coffins, I think we're walking there. That's gotta take at least 45 minutes. On tonight's episode of Dave Thinks Way Too Much About This Crap. Hakakura ramen. Who gave them my phone number? We'll let you in on a secret. Our ramen is really good for your skin. The collagen that our dishes contain is sure to make you stunning. Our tender pork is a friend of your beautiful skin. Of beautiful skin. Make yourself shine by eating at Hagakure. Nope, we ain't going there. Not today. You busy? Give me a shout if you want to hang. I'll be in the classroom. Not now. Track practice! You better! Yeah, I want to test this out because there's no, like, super specific things like, hey, I have something I want to talk to you about. Oh, he's right there. So, yeah, since there's nothing specific, I don't think it's going to boost Social Link. So, like a Persona 3 veteran. I don't really call myself a veteran. I played the game, yes. But at the same time, it's like, I only played it once 10 years ago, or finished it 10 years ago. It's been about 13 years since I started it. In fact, about 12 years, 2 months and some change since I started it. So I'm not a veteran, but you know, it's like I'm just familiar with this at this point, just because of the length of time. Whatever. I heard you were invited to the student council. Kirijo Senpai said so. I'm so jealous of you. I wish I could get invited. You think I should talk to her or something? No, you gotta bust your ass, work hard, and then talk to her. She don't conversate with slackers. Oh, even though my stat says I am a slacker. Chihiro Fushimi. I don't remember if... Oh, that's the freaking... Oh, go away. I went the wrong way. Ah! Zoop, 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 zoop. Zoomy, zoomy, zoom, zoom. Twilight fragments! Give me your secrets. Or not. Man, that one blue-haired girl from, like, part 1 has not been on the roof recently. I wonder where she is. Alright, So... Sorry, something. Lighting, fighting, deriding. Who are you? Ah, Odagiri. Oh, Arisato-kun. There's no meeting today. My day just doesn't feel right without one. Don't you agree? No. I'm new. I'm used to not having to walk into the room and listen to a bunch of early corporate speak. Alright. La. Okay, I think we can start something with you. Oh, what do you want? I just want to talk. I don't have anything to talk about. I'm sorry. Okay. No problem. Chihiro. Alright. Woo! What's going on here? We got the masks. Their eyes are missing. I think these are delinquents. We gotta kick their ass. Hey, we heading to practice? Better hurry and get changed. Feel like I might grow closer. Let's go to track team and see what happens. Today, let's see what you're made of, but don't overdo it, all right? No promises. Ah, Lord! You know what to solve that? Sleeves. See, different characters respond differently to different answers and stimuli. And if I remember correctly, Kaz responds best with essentially telling him, "Don't be bitch."
Easy for you to say, but honestly, you're probably onto something.
Yeah.
How about you? You okay? You've really been pushing it. You don't even look tired. What kind of training regimens do you have?
Saving the world, one blob at a time. A very special routine.
I figured as much. Else I wouldn't be dying over here.
Ah, you're fine.
Pretty crazy.
Yes, I am.
Kinda sucks. You totally destroyed me. I knew the standards were high around here, but I never thought someone so good would be right in front of me.
Yeah, well, I never skip leg day. Rest of me doesn't really get so much.
Made up my mind. Listen up. I'm gonna make you eat my dust.
As long as I don't have to eat your ass. I feel like we're getting closer. Oh, friendship! Track team. So this was not a waste of time.
Didn't mean to get so worked up.
Hey, it's track team. You gotta get worked up. Ah, look out. What's wrong? I think it's his knee.
Twisted my knee. Forget it. Let's go.
Let's book it. I parted ways with Miyamoto and went back to the derm. I'm a dermatologist. It's Yuko, the team manager. Should I say hello? Sure.
Oh, it's you. What's up?
Want to walk home together?
Okay, sure. Why don't we stop somewhere along the way?
Sure.
It's tough being a team manager. You really don't get any respect.
Well, maybe you need to be a better manager.
And the guys on the team all act like little kids.
Oh, Lord, this is relatable.
Where's my towel? Can you wash this for me? I'm not their mother, you know. At least I don't have to worry about gaining weight since I'm always running around taking care of them.
So is that why you're drinking the coffee without any additives? I'm not sure yet.
Well, you did just start, so that makes sense. I thought it might be boring for you, since you're so much better than everyone else.
Hey, kidding? That makes me harder than Porter cement.
I can tell just by looking. It's like
Portland.
you've got your own style, and you don't waste much energy. Well, if you have any questions, just ask Kaz. You know, Kazushi. You guys are in the same class, so I'm sure he'd be willing to help you.
Well, yeah, he's got plenty of time to do that since he busted his knee.
You can ask me too if you want, since I'm the manager.
Although it seems like you don't like having too much asked of you. I feel like the two of us have gotten a little closer. Ah, more friendship! That was just a little bit. Strength Arcana. I think we've heard the little speech enough times.
Oh, I've got to run. There's a show I want to catch. See you at school.
I forgot to watch TV last night. Alright. After saying goodbye to Yuko, I decided to go back to the deer. What's up, Mitsuru?
Welcome back.
By the way, the internet line, which was ripped apart by the shadow earlier this month, will be fixed tomorrow. If you have a computer in your room, you should be able to connect. So that takes care of everything that was damaged. Except, of course, Akihiko's ribcage. Oh, I thought it was his arm. Was that ever specified in the original? Makes a bit of sense that it would be his rib if it's taken this long to recover. Speaking of the internet, you play online games, dude? I'll say definitely, when in reality, I don't like. Like, if I were to answer honestly, no. Like, I don't like playing online. I like mastering the systems of the game. And, I don't know, people are just too random. Something like Mario Kart and racing games, just in general, is like... That's more knowledge mixed with skill. And I suppose that applies to pretty much every online game, but it's different. It's a different kind of precision, and it's less about... Most games are like fighting. Smash Brothers, Call of Duty, that kind of thing. You are fighting somebody. In any kind of racing game, you're fighting for position. And Mario Kart has items, but it's less of a combat thing and more of just outclassing people. And that's what I like. Which is why I love GTA 4 online. Good lord, the stories I could tell of GTA 4 online. And I was good at that. Like, I was legit good. You could ask anybody, which you don't know who I know, so you can't. Ha ha, eat my dust. Just trust me, bro. But yeah. Nice. I got just the thing then. You gotta check this one out. It's called Innocent Sin Online. Used to be totally addicted to it, but I got kind of burned out. Maybe you'll get a kick out of it. Nice. Innocent Sin. That was the subtitle to Persona 2. So, a little bit of wink and nod there. How your explorations of Tartarus proceeding? Really good. We are as far into it as we possibly can be at the moment. Continue the good work. Will do. Tons of people are playing the same game together. And it's online, right? I imagine that makes it even harder to know who you're playing. I guess not knowing your enemies makes it easier in some respects. As for me, I prefer to look my opponent straight in the face where we compete. Well, yeah, I suppose... I'm kind of the same way. I like split screen. Like, I don't like playing online, but I do like split screen. Online games. Well, some casual recreation is fine, but try not to get carried away. If it should devolve into an unhealthy obsession, need I say the rest? No! Because I had an unhealthy obsession with this game. I'm so glad we could start using the internet again. I've been meaning to check out the new summer clothes that are coming out now. Oh, I fucked up the emphasis on that. I guess I should look at magazines, but it's quicker to just check online. Plus, it's free. I'll go to Barnes & Noble or the regional equivalent. I hear lots of gamers love Innocent Sin online. Since tomorrow's a holiday, you should play it, dude. Ooh, it's a holiday. Nice! Show-a-day. Was that what it was? It's probably faster if I went up. I think it's Show-a-day. Ah, help! I'm lost in the calendar. Yeah. I'm guessing that's related to the Showa era, which I know nothing about. Many of you are eagerly anticipating tomorrow. Are eagerly. Oh my lord! Many of you are eagerly anticipating tomorrow because then you'll die. Due to Golden Week holiday, the highways are expected to be jammed bumper to bumper because someone died. Traffic conditions are expected to worsen from tomorrow until May 3rd, and then you die. Officials expect the roads to be cleared by May 4th. And then die. From all of us at Action News, have a happy Golden Week. Now go die. Will do, Babaloo. I'ma take a poo-poo. I mean, it's Persona 3. You gotta poop 7 times a day. You never know when something good gonna happen. There might even be an achievement. I don't know. I didn't look at the achievements. I mean, I did, but this is one of those games where all of them are locked or hidden achievements. So you can't really preview what you can do. It's mostly just, well, there's achievements. It's Bank of Consoles, very advanced, blah, blah, blah. Can't do that yet. Better be a shiny up here. Nope. Whatever. Alright, we have mail. Urgency. Chagall is very busy today and we could use all the help we could get. Students may apply. No experience required. Those who work today will receive a bonus on top of the normal paycheck. We look forward to meeting you. Alright. I have 18,000 and it's a minimum of 2,500. We could cap. We can reach 2,500. Not 25. We could reach 20,000 yen. Nice. Okay. I'm thinking about doing that. I mean, we'll definitely lose out on the opportunity to get some academics, but I think we can sacrifice academics. Also, hang on a minute. Yeah, we can save in a minute. Yeah, okay, so I had the master volume turned down and did not reset it, so hopefully this will be the last video where I have to, well, I don't know, doing that means I do a little less editing because I don't have to turn the sound down as much, but I also don't remember the amount of decibels that I have to gut in order to get the sound perfectly, well, perfectly consistent. We're gonna run to and through the station just in case there is Twilight Fragment, but I'm not holding my hopes for that. La 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 DNA stairs. La 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 la. Now going down there. Whoops. I missed. No, I didn't. Well, I did. but it didn't. I'm gonna take responsibility for my inability to miss the damn stairs. So, depending on where we're at the very end of this video, I may do a Tartarus grind and try to hit level 15. Or part-time. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna accept the offer directly. Because that... Okay, well, it'll put us right here, so I guess it's the same, regardless. But let's get some charm. Let's get some courage. Good lord, it's pretty crowded today. I have to work more efficiently than usual. So get someone there. Dopio. I offered my support to a coworker who got scolded for messing up an order. To quickly make room for more customers, I carried off a lot of dishes at once. Gave you a little bonus for on top of your usual pay. Thanks for helping out during peak time. Wait, I missed it. How much was that? Who cares? I'll try to do the math in a minute. So, we're plain as black coffee. And we're scared of life. Pantophobia. I remember Charlie Brown saying pantophobia when there's the agonist song called Panophobia. I'm not really sure which is exactly correct. Today is show a day. There's no school. Come to think of it, I should be able to connect to the internet now. I should try playing the game that Junpei gave me. So I do have a laptop. I did not remember that being a thing that we had to wait on. Nothing good on. Hang on. Well, we could always come back. Still can't access the closet despite having the freaking DLC. Whatever. Dear Minato-chan, how have you been? Come swing by the shop to say hello, will you? Well, we're not going to spend all day playing Innocent Sin. I don't think. Ooh. The higher we advance up Tartarus, the stronger our enemies will become. Do you feel that your current equipment is adequate? Yes.
I see.
It's good to hear. Just don't get careless. You should consider go buying more. Okay, well, since it's not late at night, I was going to watch TV. Hang on. Oh, I almost ran back up the stairs like an idiot. Let's see what's on television. Accident at the intersection. Over 6 miles of traffic is backed up because someone died. Good lord. Must be freaking Tokyo. Like, Japan's traffic must be insane, but during like the peak rush hours, they just open up both sides. You can sit there and just blast on the wrong way, and then they just close that off. I think it's kind of cool, but I don't think that would work in America. We just have a bunch of head-on collisions and angry twats. Coming up next, more traffic reports, but it seems there's no problem at this section, but the highway on the other direction appears to be packed. Because someone died. Officials are hoping the congestion will be resolved by May 4th. Golden Week is a turd to get around. Now, I'm going to guess we sort of have to do this because daytime will probably turn into evening, and then I think in the eve, hopefully it's just like afternoon. Then we can go see Bochiki, whatever his name is. You can now use the computer in your room to play Innocent Sin online. Playing the game will take up time. Desk until nighttime. Son of a Christmas ham. Hang on a minute. I think you can only play that on your days off. So, well, hanging out with them... I said I'm gonna live with my decisions, but I'm kind of curious. Because I don't think going there is going to kill the entire day. I should have go to Bookworms. Let's go there. Spend the day. I think social links go into the evening. What's the social link? Hierophant. Oh, little profiles. Runs a bookstore, turned 80 years old this year, has a great relationship with his wife. Runs a bookstore, turned 72 old this year. That's kind of a nice detail. Hang on. Do I have any personas that are Hierophant? No. Okay. New plan. We are going to the dorm, and we're just going to kill time online. Indecision makes me blow out my runtime. Indecision is kind of bad, but it's also fine. This is a video game, and I'm not progressing my own life. Holy shit, let's play this game, and then I'm going to feel right. Innocent Sin Online. Autumn, the year 1990. I have one new message. From Phil! Oh, Lord. Should I do a Danny DeVito impression? It's gonna go horribly. Reality is just a series of events and players acting out what they believe to be true. When we accept that fact, our world becomes as real as any other. Reality is but a reflection of our own thoughts and expectations. But what if we were merely reflections in someone else's mirror? Are you prepared to look through that mirror and discover the truth? It's actual, like, screenshots. That's cool. Although if I had to guess, it's probably the PSP version, or whatever the re-release is. Looks higher res than something you would see on a... PS1. I'm in Shinagawa Dungeon. Looks metal as fuck. Huh. There, I don't see any other players. Yeah, hang on. Oh, Shinagawa. Shina Amanogawa. Oh my lord. Woo! I can't watch her. It's not that I won't, it's that I can't. It makes me feel things. I don't see any other players. A red girl in red approaches me. Huh. Girl in red has familiar hair. Sup? ASL. Or wait, are you a noob? Oh wow, I haven't even finished making you. You haven't even finished making your character yet. Guess the new default skin thing was for real. I got this cool outfit in the patch too. Not like it brought many in new people. This is kind of a dead MMO these days. Welcome to the game. Cool to see you around. It's not popular anymore. Junpei was late to the party. Then he got burnt out. Sorry, I got kinda out of character there. We were supposed to be our alternate selves, right? Yeah. So, what do you call your character? All I see is no data. Hey, I got a good name for you. How about Tatsuya? Yeah, that's perfect. I'll change mine to Maya, okay? I'm gonna guess those are names from Persona 2. I have a little deja vu? Huh. I don't get it. Figures, it's been a while here. I played that game so much in college. Oops, I hope you can't figure out how old I am. Rafflecopter. Anyway, I'm usually idling here on my days off. So if you're bored, maybe we can level together. Sucks to be lonely. No comment. I've become acquainted with a player who goes by the name Maya. Online friendship! I am thou the hermit. Online game. Sorry, gotta go. Remember, let's think positive. The heck is that? Hang on, I'll look that up. See, when this game came out, iPhones did not exist, but since it's 2024, they do. Tristo Gem Persona 3. Tristo Persona 4. Triastonomy. The hell's a triastonomy? Triastonomy is a procedure to help air and oxygen reach the lungs by creating an opening into the trachea from outside the neck. The hell? She wants me to blow air into her? What? Whatever. Maya's player signed off. Decided to log out as well. Minato seems way too disinterested to be like a big gamer. I don't know. The manga portrayed him very well, I would say, because it's just kind of like there's a bit where everyone's having a conversation and then there's just a little thought bubble. It's sleepy. He's got kind of an emo vibe to him. Hey, it was 2006. So, I think it was still a little bit punky. Still a little bit Green Day. Still a little bit of My Chemical Romance. Anyway. Oh yeah, you can use a computer over there whenever you want, by the way. You can put whatever software you want into it, too. But don't play online games on it. It'd suck if someone else accidentally used your account. Also, it's probably, like, old, even by the standards of this era, so it probably can't run the damn thing. You can use a shared computer, blah, blah, or lounge for research or run purchase software. All software is single use only and can be purchased from Manga Star. Like many activities, using the computer will take away a portion of your day. Huh. That's definitely new. And Mitsuru is not in the building. And no one's back yet. We have school tomorrow. Guess that means Tartarus is a no-go. Yeah, that's right. Alrighty then, time to hit the hay. Or you could do squats. Or that anyone can use this computer. Looks like there are pre-installed programs. Package on the bookshelf has a sticker on it that says free to borrow. Should I borrow something? Digital cram school. Huh. Cool. I'm gonna guess that's like a big boost to your academics. Could be useful. So, I'm gonna actually run to Manga Star if they're open. And see what we can squeeze out. What kind of... Oh, that's a bag. Oh, some lady with like some crazy Mormon skirt. Wakatsu... Ramen... Ada sweets. Alright, that's not it. That's not it. That looks funky. Net Cafe.
Welcome.
Software programs on the computers are available for sale at the counter. Purchase software. Dormitory. Let me know what you decided what you want. PC software for learning manners that will charm it. They give you so many options to boost yourself. PC software for helping you attain a beautiful body via watching videos. PC software for learning English through pictures and images. Huh? I'm gonna guess PC software for children. Adults need courage to play this. Is this... That may be for a social link. Courage typing... Oh, it's typing of the dead. Increase your strength? What the hell is this? For growing your mind through meditation. Love Beeples has a membership code for the official site. Huh. Dancing like ballerinas. What was that in the lyrics? What was it? No, Swan Lake. Anyway. Okay, these are single use, but can you only buy these once? Or is this like an expensive option to min-max your increase stuff? I'm gonna go ahead and snag... Oh, you can buy... Well, you can't increase it, so I guess you can't stockpile. Let's see. Let's see. That's probably charm. And you can only buy one at a time. Okay. So we do got stuff. What's going on here? Part-time position open. Perks include free pheromone coffee. Okay, so maybe it's the same effect as drinking pheromone coffee. But maybe it just advances time instead of just being like a little one-use thing. Oh, hey, Akihito, what's up? Oh, did you need something from the police station too? I just finished saying hi to Kurosawa-san. Took a look at some weapons while I was there. I don't know if you're in charge of our equipment, but it doesn't hurt to check out what's in stock every now and then, you know? Well, I'm looking forward to seeing a new haul of equipment. Well, you better chip in, you mutt, because I don't want to foot the bill for all this stuff. And I take one look. If, like, the weapons or whatever don't have any new... Yeah, it's all the same stuff. So, that is that, and this is over here. So, I'm gonna guess the couple is not gonna be there because they're closed. What's on television? The news is on right now. We already know the news. Let's poop. A poop a day keeps the doctor away. I have today off, something. I didn't read. And this is not an option, so it can't even go Tartarus even if we wanted to. Alright, let's see. It's a day off. Let's just learn about beef. Let's take it to the website, or look at the website. Members only! Exclusive takeout perks. Looks like if I register, I'll be able to order takeout. Ah! Thank you for registering. We hope you enjoy the Umiushi taste in the comfort of your own home. Looks like I've successfully become a registered member. This is the closest thing you could get to Uber Eats in 2009. Or 2006, but the game takes place in 2009. It's gotten late. You gotta kill a whole afternoon to do that. We need your name, your address, your government ID, your social security number or regional equivalent. And these two ladies on a pike.
Hey, listen!
I spent my entire day off at the Net Cafe. You can hear, but you can play computer games there, so I ended up trying a bunch of different ones. I know that they sell computer software there, but I didn't realize you could use them in the private booths too. It's always so packed though, so I never feel like going. Yeah, it was super crowded yesterday too. It was a miracle I managed to get my own booth. Next time I'll just buy the game. It's probably more relaxing to play it at home anyways. Nowadays, you play a game and watch TikTok at the same time. Alright. And... you know, I don't like to. I may have mentioned this before, but I do not like TikTok. I don't use it. I don't even have it on my phone. The only time I ever watch it is when somebody sends me a video. And even then, I'm just watching it because they sent it to me, so I'm just trying to be friendly. I made a good one. I'll be teaching. Oh, let's call it integrative learning. My goal is to ease some of the stress you suffer as students, of which I assume there's plenty. Think of it as psychotherapy through magic. Yes, that's right. Quiet down. No talking. Silence, I say. Were you surprised to hear me bring magic up? Well, this study is very recently published, so it's not well known just yet. But those who believe will be saved. In other words, the placebo effect is hard at work. That means believe your studies are paying off and eventually they will. All right then, let's get on with our first lecture, the basics of magic. Who can use magic and who cannot? That seems to be a reasonable enough starting point. Some of you may think magic lets you do absolutely anything, pulling pranks, raining vengeance on your enemies. Well, if those are the first wishes that run through your mind when it comes to magic, then I'll tell you now, you'll never master the craft. This is true of both Eastern and Western sorcery. Those with wicked hearts will be either powerless or driven to ruin. There's one more vital facet to learning magic, and that is the master. Practitioners should always aspire to become as knowledgeable as their predecessors, especially if they intend to study high-level magic. But without masters and careful instruction, learning the craft will become wholly impossible. Once you've begun your training, you'll have to live on two worlds at once, the real world and the dark realm. Halfway there. If you ever lose the ability to distinguish between the two, then you'll be headed straight for disaster. That's what it takes. That's what makes the guidance of Master absolutely vital. With all that out of the way, I'll move on to meditation, one of the standards in magical training. Now I've got some handouts here for you. I'm feeling sleepy. Should I close my eyes? No. Oh, his voice is a lot deeper. Looks like that's our time. If you think you might be interested in the practice, try meditating on the course of your day while lying in bed tonight. In vivid detail, recall each event taking place in reverse, sort of like traveling back through time in your mind. If you ever reach the point where you can do it flawlessly, you may just have what it takes to become a good magician. Now that's it for today. I forced myself to stay awake and listen to the lecture. That did take courage. Or academics. I'm smarter by listening to a freaking meth head ramble on about the fairies in his closet. Alright, mail. Hey! It's Miyamoto! Kinda wanna hang out with Kenji. But again, it's not very specific. I don't know where this game's systems lie. Do you have to hang out with them a certain number of times before they progress? Also, I think we've reached a sort of static point, he says, as someone new is here. Everyone I know is in a club, but I just can't be bothered to join one. They all say I'll make a lot of friends and all that, but I say whatever. You're like an inch taller than Yukari at the most. And I may be 5'5", but in real life, I'm 6 foot or 6'1" on a good day. I lift you up and throw you over that gate, leave your shoes behind. People think you jumped. And they'll have my fingerprints as proof. What do you want? What, you never seen a cell phone? Of course I have. I thought so. Anyway, I'm busy. I'm so busy I forgot my voice. There's a science teacher who brews his coffee in the test tubes. I wonder how it tastes. Seems kind of nasty. A clean beaker is, like, medically sterile. It's not like you use some frickin' extra strong Dawn soap and then cross your fingers and hope it's clean. That shit is sparkly. Chihiro. About what happened the other day, I sort of overreacted, and I want to say I'm sorry. I get really nervous when I talk to people, though I know I should really do something about it. It's especially bad when I talk to boys. All I can think about is running away in that situation. We'll keep the scale small. Like, obviously, I'm a guy. Don't want to scare her, but half the school are guys. This is a good environment to figure that out. True, I should have gone to an all. That's not what I meant. But I guess it's too late for that now, and I'll be here for almost 3 years. I have to try harder to overcome this phobia. Well, talk to me if you want to solve it the good old-fashioned way. No, not that way. All right. Kenji. What you want, boy? I was just thinking, I bet Takebo-san has some pretty high standards, huh? Probably have to be a real Prince Charming if you want to get her attention. Not like it matters to me anyway. I'm not really interested. You bring her up more than most people bring up their normal day. Anyway, you're heading out. I got nothing to do today. Again. What? Already got plans? That sucks. See, that's specific. I'll show you what I'm made of. So, hang on. Instead of teleporting there, we're gonna walk there and look for twilight shards, fragments, glowies. Oh! The door. I remember how to video game. That tree is a persimmon tree, right? Do you think it'll bear fruit? I hope so. I wonder how long it takes for those things to grow. Locked gate. Is this gate used for school administrators? It should use the front entrance instead. Looks like Koikatsu party out there. I.e. flat! Well, at least the school grounds. The characters, not so much. Track team, practice field. So, yeah, let's see. And we're still a student. We gotta do student things.
All right, one more time.
It's voiced. We get to level up.
I'll show you what I'm made of.
I was slightly off on my timing, but yeah.
Damn it! Seriously?
Ow, my knee.
Miyamoto!
Okay, what's with the tense combat music? His knee is hurt. He's not having a heart attack.
Anemia?
Well,
Come on, we're counting on you to be captain.
anemia. Oh, maybe he is having a heart attack.
Big meet's next year, so you've got time. Just don't overdo it. Hey, you. Why don't you leave practice early and take him home?
Sure.
Sorry.
It's all good.
What are you looking at? I'm fine. It's just, my anemia's acting up.
Okay, why do you have anemia? So, pity or personal? Well, give him accountability.
Of course. It's just, you know, a touch of anemia. Damn it, I can't do it. I can't lie to you. Look, the truth is...
I bleed from my penis every month.
It's my knee. It hasn't felt right ever since that day you first came to practice.
I'm supposed to bust balls, not bust knees.
I tried medicine, I tried
Patellas.
but the pain won't stop.
Well, you can't get medicinal stinky green in Japan, so I can't recommend that. Will it heal?
Of course it will. But I can't afford to stop training, so I'll play through the pain.
How very manly of you. Let me know in 10 years when you can't walk.
Next year, there's a national competition. Athletes from all over Japan will be there. The regionals don't hold a candle in comparison. And if I want to win, then I have to spend the next year training. A lot of guys on the team are nosy as hell. They find out about my knee, they won't leave me alone. So
Well, tell 'em to
please keep it a
piss
secret,
off.
Okay? We gotta look out for each other.
Or what? Miyamoto seems to be counting on me. Feel like we've become closer. Friendship up. Holy shit, we're rank 3.
If I go easy on it, I can make it home by myself.
And half the trip's on train anyway.
Don't worry about me. You get on back to training.
Will do, Babaloo. Parted ways with Miyamoto and went home after practice. Alright.
Oh, it's you. Welcome.
Oh, hello. Alright, what's everybody got to talk about? I'm sure you're tired of hearing this, but make sure you're fully prepared before going to Tartarus. You never know what'll happen there. There are some aspects to battle that we simply can't manage with an unprepared leader. I'm sure you don't want to put everyone else in danger, so keep that in mind. We're pretty loaded, and like I said, we're going to do some grinding. In fact, we've hit an hour 20, and it was all school! So this is a nice, meaty progression in the, not really the story. This game's story is spaced out by country miles at times, but at least you get these conversations. At least you get these people and these friendships and these little interactions, and that's why I love this so much. Because, I mean, you know, friendships don't grow, well, they grow overnight, but sometimes, but, you know, it's with time and exposure and opening up about things. My voice and throat are getting freaking worn out here. We are going to wrap this up. By the way, when we're fighting in Tartarus, I was thinking, even shadows have stuff they're not good at. Like, they have weaknesses too. Like how I'm not good at studying, you know? For a second, I thought we were kind of relatable. Your shadow self is effectively... What's that he's playing? That kind of looks like a PSP. Is that Persona 4? Or Persona... one of the arena games? That's definitely a fighting game. I just don't know which one by sight. Can't believe it's already the last day of April. It was probably one of the hardest months of my life, honestly. I hope I can relax a little next month. Do we tell her? Anyway. So, television. Cherry blossoms blooming near Awamori Castle. We here at Action News recommend getting some fresh air and exercise during Golden Week. Or you'll die. We're back on that. It ain't going anywhere. Alrighty. 9 hours. So, if it takes 4 parts to do 8 hours, this is going to be a 40-part series. Half-Life Alyx was 31, I think? But I was dividing those by like half-hour videos, and I hated doing that. So, we're going to continue on with this format. I think everything's good, everything's Gucci, everything's alright. So I'm going to run the gamut, look for Twilight Fragments, and then get the grind on. See if we can manage to get level 15. I don't think it's gonna happen because we're just not getting XP at this point, and we don't have enough SP to carry a lot of weight. But I know that we've got time before the next major event for me to go and look at fusions and learn more about that. So I'm not concerned at all. Thank you very much for watching. I am the Dave signing out. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time.